to bring you content from a small town's perspective in the Midwest. My name's Larissa. My husband's name is Robert, and we dash in a very small town in smack dab in the middle of the country, and there is about 8,000 some people here, so the restaurants are more limited. There's not a surplus of restaurants, but there definitely is always a surplus of dashers. So it always depends. Will we get a lot of dashers that day or not? Is nowhere near compared to some people in the big cities get. That is for sure. We average maybe, if we're lucky, $50 to $70 a day, if we're lucky. Some days we have good days where we hit almost 100 or a little over 100, but some days we may only get $20 or $30 as well. So we just wanted to show you what it's like to dash in a very small community in the middle of the U.S. We really both enjoy watching the other dashers that do YouTubes, but a lot of them are in, Florida or Las Vegas or Virginia or other parts of the United States like that, and we really wanted to give you the perspective of a dasher from a small community smack in the middle of the United States. So my husband and I usually dash together. A lot of the times we dash in the evenings or on the weekends together, and a lot of times I will do all the phones and the texting and everything, and he will do the running in and grabbing the food and running it to the house. So we do sort of a teamwork joint there. Also though, on Mondays and Tuesdays when I can, I try to get out and grab a few dashes on my own when my husband's at work and I have a babysitter. So today is a Tuesday. It is March 21st, and I am sitting here waiting for a dash, and it is 12:14 p.m. and no dashes in sight, and that is exactly how it is as a small town dasher. Some days you get them, and some days you don't. Some days we can make up to maybe $100 or a little over, and some days we get $25, $30. It's quite the experience. And also in the small town, we deal with, as we call them, turtles. There is a lot of slow driving, farming community where they drive slow, they're not in a hurry, they're out for a joyride. So it can be frustrating driving sometimes, and people don't follow the rules here driving as well either. So that might be some good footage for you guys as well. We'll try to get some crazy driving moves through this video series as well. So I just thank you for joining in. I hope you like, subscribe, and let's see if we can get some dashes. I'll be back if I ever get anything. All right, stay tuned. So let's hope we get something. Goodness. It's like literally lunchtime and there's nothing. Probably because they're oversaturated with dashers and there's not a whole lot of restaurants. When we first started dashing here, like maybe a year and a half ago, we were one of maybe 4 dashers. And so we were getting a lot of dashes. But now, there's like a bazillion dashers that seem to change all the time. There's only maybe a handful of us regular ones. So it really cuts down on the deliveries. My husband and I, Robert, we both have Top Dash and we try to maintain it. And I know for a lot of areas, Top Dash is not worth it. But here we generally have a $3 promo, almost always. Very rarely do we not have a $3 promo. So it actually pays for us to have Top Dasher. because it's really hard, especially with the saturation of Dashers right now, to schedule if you do not make Top Dasher. And maybe only twice out of that year and a half have we not made Top Dasher. And currently we both have it, so we can both dash now, and we really appreciate it. But our orders here are generally a lot larger, like $7 to $12, say, for an average range per order. Once in a while we get the $5 order with no tip, but generally it's at least $5.25 and up, which is a great privilege to be in a small town. But we do drive a lot more miles. Just to get out to the south side of town by the interstate is probably about 7 miles from our house currently, just to get out there. And then you usually have to drive all the way back through town, or sometimes even further, to deliver. So right now we're gonna head to Wendy's and sit there and hope we get a dash. But I'll record the driving just in case something funny happens. Which is very likely here. Very is by the interstate, where we have a lot of the fast food chains, and not all of them are on DoorDash, unfortunately. Jeez, truck, come Me and my husband have a bit of road rage too, so you will be experiencing that also on our DoorDash journey. A little bit. It's a yellow arrow. I'm not gonna make it. I suppose now it's gonna turn red. Person. What's this truck doing? A lot of the times these semis park around here and sort of half in the way. I don't know. So I usually just park here in the mobile parking and wait for a delivery. Well, I got my first order for Wendy's. I'll pop it up on the screen. I believe it was $7.25, and I'm already here at Wendy's, so let's go get this. Well, here it was already on the shelf. Woohoo! Actually, of all the restaurants here, Wendy's is the fastest one. The rest of them are all pretty slow. Subway is usually pretty fast, but the other ones are super slow. We should really, between the driving and the slow restaurants, we can officially name this place Turtle Town. Anyways, we got that Wendy's, and now we are going to head to the delivery. And I actually may have to put on my maps. We haven't got a GoPro yet, so you have to bear with me. I'll be back. Okay, so I got that delivered, and I believe it was $7.25. I'll insert the screenshot of the total. And then as soon as I dropped that off, it was a hand it to me, and he wasn't there, so he had to come out. He actually pulled up while I was waiting at his door in his truck. And as soon as I clicked that in, I got an Albrados, which is on the north side of town. So I'm gonna go in and pick that up. All right, I'll be back.
Here, let's go.
Do you have any packets of sauce?
We have a salsa over there.
Right.
And you can put the salsa in the containers.
And the chips as well.
Yeah, I think it's great. The cap for the water is that one. For your meat.
I have a DoorDash for Levi.
Okay. You make the drink.
Pásale un popote, no se pague.
My car is so messy. Okay. Alright, so we got that from El Burritos, and now we're gonna go deliver. It goes to a car dealership just down the road here a little ways. I have never delivered there, so that should be fun. And his instructions were to hand it to him behind the service parts area, or drive up behind the service parts area. So we'll see how it goes, see how it flows. Come on, dudes. Such poopy people around here. Okay.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left onto Sunstream Drive.
Sunstream Drive. Is that what that road's called? Interesting. Interesting. When my husband and I dash together, he generally drives because he's better at it. He's better at directions and finding places than I am. I would call myself directionally challenged. Alright. Pretty sure. I don't know if there's a different side to go in than the regular side.
Turn left onto Sunstream Drive.
I had no idea this was called Sunstrand Drive. The things you learn. The things you learn. Just this little small car dealership, but it is a very popular one in this town.
You've entered the parking lot for your destination.
I think the service thing's behind here. What do I know?
Arrived.
Yeah, I know I arrived. I think I have to go behind. They say this. We're at here. Maybe. I don't know. Or is it over there? I'm not sure. Alright, well that was confusing as all get out. He told me on the directions to hand him in the service area. So I was pretty sure where the service area was. So I went back there, I knock on the door. Nobody answered. It's locked. Go. There's like 3 garage doors in the back. So I walked around them. Nothing. So I texted him while I was doing that and said I'm here, but I don't know which door it is. And he didn't text back. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go into the main office part and leave it there and they can get it to me. Well, then as I was going into the main office, he was coming from the service area where I just was. It's like, oh, I didn't realize you could text on the app. I'm like, oh. Anyways, we got it delivered. It was 7 something, and I'll insert the screenshot there. And now I'm back at it. We'll see if we get anything else while I pass through here. If not, I think I'm gonna go up and get me a coffee because I need that like a hole in my head. But it sounds really good, and it's a gloomy, sort of chilly day. Actually, it's pretty nice for here. It's 55 degrees today, but it's just so gloomy out today. Yesterday was nice and sunny. The weather in this part of America is very bipolar, especially in the spring and fall. Like last week it snowed and then it melted and then it was like 50 some degrees and then the next day it snowed and then the next day it was like 50 some degrees. I'm just like, ah. I'm hoping spring is around the corner. That would be great. So right now I am going to be passing Casey's, Albrados, and Subway, and all 3 of those places are on Dash. And if they send me one, they'll wait until I'm like half mile away, and then they'll send it to me, so I have to turn around and come back. Because that never fails, never fails. There's also a Runza over here, but Runza's a Midwest, especially local chain to us here, and they're not on DoorDash. Probably for that reason. But it would be nice if they were. There are 2 Runzas in town. And if you've never had a Runza, what are you waiting for? Basically, a Runza is like hamburger with cabbage and like it's a bun that's like a roll that's completely covered it. Not like a hamburger bun, but like it's encased in a bun. And it's super good. Onions in it usually. You can have cheese in it. They make all different flavors. Southwest, you know, all different barbecue, all different kinds of flavors of them now. But the original Runza is still the best. So if you ever come to the Midwest and you see a Runza, pop in there, man. Get yourself a Runza. It sounds gross, but it's good. Alright. Well, we got past those restaurants. And then in the middle of this area, there will be a Casey's. There's also another Casey's. And a Walgreens. And then we just passed the dollar store. That's also on our dash. So I will be back once I get another dash. I thought I would let you see the turtles. It is a 55-mile-an-hour zone right here. We're going 45. And they're driving a sporty car even. Come on, people. Let's move that sporty car. This is not even a bad turtle either. I mean, usually the turtles here are going like 20 in a 55 or worse. Or worse. Turtles everywhere. Turtles in our hair. Oh, the turtle's turning. Woohoo! Bye, turtle. Time for some coffee. I've not got another dash yet. I probably will as soon as I turn in to get coffee. Never freaking fails. Never. And I really wish Starbucks was on DoorDash. Come on, Starbucks. Get on DoorDash. It is on DoorDash in other cities in this state, but not here in small town America. I'm just grateful we have a Starbucks. And we also have a Scooters. Oh, it's green. I'm not even paying attention. That's my bad there. My bad. Sorry, it was green and I'm talking. And KFC looks like their drive-thru is busy today. Goodness. Well, I got my coffee. White chocolate mocha. And it is currently 1:15 p.m. Which means we might not get much more, and I'll probably just go home until tonight. And I'll try to record tonight if we go dashing together, me and my husband. And maybe I'll add that on to this video, or maybe I'll make that a separate video. We'll just have to see. Just bear with us for a while, as our equipment ain't real great and everything, like recording equipment. But I figured while I'm drinking some coffee, leave a comment below if you are a coffee lover. Tell me where your favorite place is to drink coffee. Oh, and I just got Applebee's. Hold that thought. I'm gonna head into Applebee's now and pick up this order, and it's actually for a fellow Dasher. Shout out to Christina. All right, I will bring you in with me.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a good day. You too.
All right, we got the goods. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. You too. Okay, so I started dashing around 12:15 and I ended around 1:30, and I did a whole 3 dashes in that hour and 15 minutes. And I made, okay, so it's a total of 3 dashes, and I made $24.75. $1 of that was a cash tip. So about $24 an hour, give or take. And it was only 3 deliveries. So tell me how that compares to your area. They weren't even very good price deliveries either. My highest one was 8 something with a cash dollar tip. But the others were like 7. So those wasn't really very high for our area. So let me know what you think. Leave me a note in the comments. Again, do you love coffee? And if yes, where do you love to drink it at? And let me know how the market is in your area. Do you often get the $3 promos or not very often? And if you dash in a small town, I want to hear about it in the comments. Let me know how it is in your small town. I hope that you will like and subscribe and stay tuned for more great content. And we will be back out probably tonight, God willing, and I will post another video about that soon. All right, have a great week. Bye.